Got a 2011 F150. We're going to change out the oil pressure sensor switch. First things first, I'm going to open up the hood and we're going to disconnect the battery. I already loosened this nut, so now it's just take off the negative post, tuck that off to the side, so our battery is disconnected. Next, we're going to raise the vehicle up and get down underneath. Make sure you support it so it doesn't fall on you. Step number 2 is you're going to remove your belt. So you're going to take a 15 mil ratchet and socket, put it on here, and you're going to bend it over to be able to take your belt off. Once your belt is off, take a 13 mil socket, and you're going to take this tensioner off the vehicle. I'll show you where that is. So right here where the oil filter is, in behind, that's the crank pulley. So right here, see if I can't get you, there we go. So we got the alternator on the right hand side, crank on the left, and right there in the middle, where that bolt hole is, that's where your tensioner goes. So we take your tensioner off, so now we can get at the bolts for the alternator, because our oil pressure sensor switch is in behind the alternator. So there's a bolt up on the top, up here, and another one down below. We're going to take those 2 bolts off. Those bolts there are 15 mil. There, now that we have the bolts undone, we're going to take the bolts out, put them in a safe location, then we're going to get a pry bar and pry the alternator out of the way. There, now that we have the alternator off to the side, the little sensor in there, you got to undo the wire, which I already did, and it's a 21 mil. We're going to go ahead and unscrew that, and that's your oil pressure sensor switch. Take that out and put in the new one. There, I got the new sensor in. I just used a 21 mil wrench with the box end, about a quarter a turn at a time to get it out and to put the new one in. You want to go majority of the way in with it, but mainly just to the end of the white thread tape, and then that should be good. Just make sure you verify that there's no leaks in the end. Put your connector back on, and now we're going to put our alternator back in place and our belt tensioner, and get our belt back on and see if there's any drips. There, I got the alternator back in place, the upper and the lower bolt. Now time to do our tensioner. Now there's a little pin on the tensioner. And it's gonna, I believe it goes in the bottom hole here, that little pin. I'll verify that once I go to put it on and let you guys know. Yeah, so the back side of the tensioner has got a little dowel. That little dowel goes in the little hole. So we're gonna go ahead and put that back into place. We got our belt tensioner back in place, our belt's back on, so it goes around the top pulley and then comes down around your tensioner, around your crank, and then over to the alternator over there. Okay. Now just verify for no leaks. Should be good to go. Make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one. Oh yeah, don't forget to hook your battery back up. Otherwise it ain't gonna run. So we'll tighten that down. Good to go. Make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe. See you guys in the next one.